I think it's about time we wrap up Sector 5 in Conquest, baby. Coming in hot over here. We've got to get that Maz Kanata unlocked on day 1. Let's go get this cheese. Alright, Sector 5, what do we got to do? Attempt to inflict ability block 60 times, gain Repost 40 times, and attempt to inflict Order 66 15 times. Win 10 battles with 3 pirates in your squad. The great thing about the pirate one, you do not need the pirates to survive, so you can just throw them in with anything that can win. It might be GMK Cat, it might be Reaver and Grand Inquisitor, it might just be, you know, like, I don't know, Bane Malik or something like that. You'll figure it out, guys. You'll figure it out, or you'll just have a hard time. I don't know. If you've got your pirates leveled up and geared up, obviously it's not going to be an issue. Now, what I'll say before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, is we do have a global feat that is very easily, cheesily, blah, blah, blah. That went over earlier. Inflicting accuracy down 100 times. I have a cheese video for that. Check out the top left corner. If you want to get that, I recommend using it here because it makes these last feats really, really easy. You don't have to do it though. All you need for this is Cad Bane, guys. Cad Bane will get this done, no issues whatsoever, and it won't take you long. And you'll get 2 deployable cooling systems. You can even cheese deployable cooling systems by applying it in your consumables over here. You know, you just go ahead and confirm it. And then if you don't win a battle, it doesn't count. It doesn't expire, so you can go in again. So using that, there are a number of ways for us to get stuff like a bunch of Repost, a bunch of ability blocks, and Order 66. Actually, Order 66 doesn't really use the deployable cooling systems. What you want for Order 66 is to be using CX2. Now, once again, you know that I'm going to be saying this all the time. You want to look out for a Droidica node. It's always the Droidica node. You don't have to do it on a Droidica node, guys. You can just do it on, like, this boss node over here. Super tanky, survivable boss node. You can abuse this boss node and it's 10 minutes long to try and get those Order 66s. But I want to show you the ways of getting it done that will just let you continually just farm this. Get it all done in one battle, basically. In fact, what we'd be doing here is essentially just doing the same CLS setup, right? So you get your Rebels in, you get your CLS in, you get your Han and your Chewie, you get C-3PO, and then you just throw in CX2, right? CX-2. This over here will get you all of your disarms, 15 disarms in one battle. All has to happen is you get it down, you lock it down to Droidica, and then you just end up doing the hits with CX2. Every time CX2 uses an ability on the same target 3 times, he will apply Order 66, and after that 3rd time, as long as he's attacking the same person, he will reapply it at the start of every turn then. So once you do 3 attacks on Droidica, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, etc, 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 will all apply Order 66. So I've got a quick video where I did it, got all of them done in one. I'll show that to you now. Alright, so all I was doing on this one, I like to take out Wat Tambor first. When Wat Tambor is gone, he can't revive anybody. That makes perfect sense. So I'll take him out at the start. Just got to hope that you don't lose people at the start of the round. And then try to take out Grievous as soon as possible, because he's the only one that's really going to defeat your units, right? So don't forget, CLS can ignore taunt if he's got that call to action up. We've got the Droidica rolling into damage immunity. I'm just waiting for a turn to focus down on the enemy Grievous. Just trying to control that Droidica a little bit. Do not dispel the damage immunity. Stun him if you can. That would be great. Take out the General Grievous. We're obviously using Booming Voice over here to get those extra assists coming in. I'm trying to take out that B1. I'm hoping that the counterattacks versus Maggie will solve our issues with Magna Guard. Looks like, the Droidica over here is about to take a turn, but I wanted to take out the Maggie first. So get the basic down just to apply Tenacity down, is it? Yep. And then I'm going to see if we can stun and then strip back the turn meter. Lovely. Strip back the turn meter so Droidica doesn't take any turns. I don't know why I'm going to bother putting expose on that B1. I suppose it does a little bit. And then once we've gotten rid of B1 in this situation, obviously make sure that you are controlling Droidica's turn meter. Once we've gotten rid of the B1, he's not really going to be resisting those turn meter removals anymore. He might do it a little bit, but he shouldn't too much, because your C-3PO over here is giving you additional potency. When you've got to this position, you literally just put it on auto basic, okay? Auto basic and let the game time out. So once CX2, like I said, has hit that Droidica 3 times on his own turns, you'll see over here in the left-hand side, we've got that Order 66, right? That Order 66 is now triggered. Every single time that CX2 is going to take a turn and use any sort of ability, you can see it reapplying actually occasionally. So wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Once CX2 takes another turn, you'll see it sort of re-pop up. Did you see it pop up again there? Essentially, we just need to let this run out for the remaining 3 minutes, and you should get all 15 in one battle. If I just skip ahead over here, you can see we literally time out the battle all the way down to the end, and Droideka still hasn't taken a turn. He's just locked, stunned, TMR'd the entire battle, and we should have that pop up in a second. Come on now. Just got the final remaining couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, and 0. I do say booming voice does really help with this. My cheese video, there you go, order 66 15 times. My cheese video guide that I did earlier in the week will show you how to get that booming voice super easy. Okay, cool. Moving on. Ability blocks next. Now, you don't have to do it this way. This is just a way I chose to do it. You do the exact same thing. Swap out CX2, throw in Bastila. On her basic, she applies ability blocks. I'm not going to, teach you how to suck eggs. Guys, it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Just go auto basic versus a Droideka with Bastila Shan. She's got ability block on her basic. Failing that, we can cheese it out in other ways. Obviously, characters like Old Ben, JML, all these guys do mass ability blocks, okay? There's lots of really easy ways of getting it done. This is just if you want to try and get a big chunk of them done in one battle. Every time she's doing a basic, even when she's called to assist like that with the booming voice, it's going to attempt to apply, and that's all we really need to have done. So next up, Repost. I'm going to give you some options. I do recommend you use your deployable cooling system here. It makes it go a little bit quicker, especially if you don't have Bad Batch, in particular Omega Fugitive, okay? This basically means whenever you're gaining any sort of buffs, you've got a 15% chance to reduce your cooldowns. Very easy way of just sort of getting through those cooldowns quickly and reusing abilities. There aren't many characters that do Repost, but Dooku is one of them, gives it to himself. The best one is Bad Batch with Omega Fugitive. I'm going to show you both. You can use this with this deployable cooling systems. You really don't have to, okay? So obviously, first and foremost, it's just the CLS thing. Throw in Dooku as a fifth over here, and just get it down to Droideka and damage immunity. When Dooku uses his special, his second special, he applies Repost to himself. I'm using C-3PO to apply translation to Dooku over here. You can use and target C-3PO's special on Dooku to give him translation, right? And that means whenever we do a basic with C-3PO, it can help reduce the cooldown. So you just go between that, between hand shrugging all the time, passing buffs, C-3PO passing translation and doing basics and stuff like that. You should be able to pretty much use Dooku's second special every single time he takes a turn, okay? So getting through those Reposts, not too bad this way. This isn't the best way. This is just if you don't have Bad Batch. Okay, so if you have Bad Batch, go with the new batch on the mid-sector boss node with the new Omega, essentially. So OG Bad Batch, new Omega is the fifth. Just go ahead and drop out what's her face, sorry. OG Omega. Drop OG Omega for the new one. And this is super easy. You can time this out. It's a 10-minute battle. Every single time you use Omega Fugitive's second special, she passes Repost to all of her Bad Batch allies. So every time you're using that, you're gaining 5 Reposts, okay? And because we've got deployable cooling systems and the amount of buffs that you get constantly, you will use it every single time, and you can slowly but surely just bleed out this battle for the longest time. So if you check it out, I'll just go ahead and put this on 2 times speed. You see, every time she uses it, everybody is getting it. And I know they all look in a bad shape right now. Try to make sure you don't use the stun with Wrecker like I did, because that means you do a bunch of AoE true damage. Yeah, just keep on using it. This is literally the easiest way of getting it done. You have to use deployable cooling system at some point in this battle. And like I said, if you deliberately time out or don't win the battle, that deployable cooling system will not get used, so you can go in again and use it again, right? Obviously, it's not a super efficient way in terms of using your energy, but it is an efficient way of getting feats done. So I got it down to OG Bo-Katan, and she just stays alive now for basically forever until I get to the point that I'm bored. Because obviously I'm manually doing this. If you could put it on full auto, but chances are you're going to just do the damaging attacks most of the time, and then you'll kill the Bo-Katan a little too quickly. So if you see over here, I actually just keep this rolling for minutes upon minutes upon minutes. Eventually, after 5 minutes in, I got bored, and I was just like, okay, we'll just let it go full auto now, because I want to get out of here, as it were. But this is the easiest way of getting the Repost feat, like bar none. bar none, the best way. And you see, also works for winning with Omega. And I think that was, let me just double check. Was that with the... Yeah, so that also had the riposte 40 times. So basically, with that, you only need to use that second special 8 times with Omega, and she uses it every single turn. So super, super easy. Really good. Let's look at that mid-boss node then. What do you need to do? Win with Rekka Mercenary surviving. You could go in with the OG Bad Batch. Alternatively, we could swap it out. So what I'm going to do over here is we'll take in something. Let's just have a look. We've got Zealous Ambitions, Leaders Resolve, Weak Spot, Entrenched. I'm just having a think over here. Maybe we could do something kind of kooky. Like, yeah. So we need Rekka and we need... Who is it? Jedi Master Mace Windu. Most people who's got Jedi Master Mace Windu just go in with a full Jedi Master Mace Windu. But what I'll do is I'll show us going in with like Reva, for example. And no, actually, let's not do Reva. Let's do instead... I know this is going to sound weird. Commander Ahsoka Tano in the lead. We'll have Dash. And we'll have Radis, maybe. And then we'll have Mace. I'll take in Jedi Master Mace Windu and Rekka. I don't know if this is actually going to work. Rekka Mercenary Mace. I'm just trying to show something that you can actually do. The reason I'm putting in Cat in the leader slot is because we've got Leader's Resolve, and she should be gaining a boatload of turn meter. So I'm just going to pass the turn over to Dash and hope that Zealous Ambition has got enough damage for us to just kind of destroy most people. And if not, hopefully Adrad will then destroy most people. Didn't get most of it done. Well, we've got some of it done, I suppose, but not everything that I wanted to get done. Let's go ahead and just disarm over here. Let's get the triple tap. Dash is obviously super amazing. Boom. I'm kind of hoping over here that we can use the Cat insta-kill. Can we get a stun? Actually, let's just take out Paz. Take out Paz if we can. Wonderful. Boop, boop. Alright. There goes Paz. And then we just got Bo-Katan Mandalore. Now, Cat can deal with this, or Cat should be able to deal with this without too many issues. Because she is wonderful and does have a insta-yeet. Although, Adrad also works rather well. Now, if you stack that with a bunch of Zealous Ambition, like Dash and Adrad would do insane things. But that's one way of getting those feats done. You can double dip like that. And I know that was really stupid. So once again, that was me using some Ruthless Swiftness for some TM, Entrenched for some survivability, Weak Spot to ramp damage, Weak Spot to ramp damage, and then Zealous Ambition is going to be pumping up Dash and Adrad's damage through the roof. Leader's Resolve, that 24% speed on Cat. Cat's a fast character. Adding 24% to her speed is going to be nothing but good. Okay, so... Boss node, win with Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano. If you've got Glat, you don't need my help, guys. You don't need my help for this. Go in with the Glat team, hit auto and win. Now we need to win without using any attacker units on our squad. Okay, so if we just sort by support, I guess. Actually, yeah, let's have a little bit of fun with this. Let's have a little bit of fun with this. Let's take out the weak spots and let's throw in additional Zealous Ambitions. Lots and lots of Zealous Ambitions. No attackers in the squad. Let's go ahead and just get a bunch of supports if we can. Why am I looking down there? So obviously someone like Jabba would be amazing. But in an ideal world, you want something with a lot of AoE damage. So again, you want characters like Admiral Radis, or you want characters like Dash Rendar. If you want to have some synergy, I suppose you could go in with something like this as well. GMY is also pretty good. Oh man, could we do Night Sisters? Support, tank. Just need to make sure we don't take any attackers in. I believe Asajj is a support, right? Is that right? Yep, she is support. And I think Mami Talzin is support. Now, the reason I'm going for Mami Talzin is because she will trigger She will trigger turn meter gains, essentially, when we drop below 30% health. So support, support, tank, tank, support. Okay, let's go in with Night Sisters. Great Mothers over here. See if we can abuse the benefits that we get from... Oh, man. Because we could do this. And I'm going to actually place this benefit on Morgan Elsbeth so that we can do a mass assist on Maz. And I'm hoping we can just take her out straight away, you know? Let's see how that rolls. Yeah, let's just basic on Maz. Oh, my lord. We just oh, my god. Yeah, she's a support and we've got Zealous Ambition. So, obviously... when we deal damage, we do crazy, crazy damage, just like that. Alright, okay, here we go. Yeah, that's a lot of damage, bro. So let's get rid of their buffs, I think. Oh my god, Great Mothers with Zealous Ambition is crazy, dude. Oh, wow, okay. Zealous Ambition with Great Mothers. Yup, I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. There you go, win without using any attackers. I don't even need that anymore. I've already red boxed. Casual flexing there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's sick. That's Sector 5 done and dusted, baby. If this was helpful to you, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you all in the very next video. Peace out, and may the Force be with you.